Hello, thank you for joining us for this week's edition of Pitstop. I'm Jaco van der Merwe and I'm joined by Mark Jones, who is fresh off the brand new Ford Tourneo. I wouldn't quite call it a launch, you'll tell us all about it, but you drove the old one, you've driven the new one now. Tell us about it. It's been some time coming for the new Ford van, and I'm sure people will want to know how it compares with the competition.
Yeah, I don't know where to even start.
Let's start in your first drive. That was from Cape Town to Nampo in Bredasdorp. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Very cool.
How long was the route?
Probably too long. In the words of Ford, you drive it till you love it. But in all honesty, it is a people mover. You're meant to drive it. It's very cool. 2-litre diesel engine, like a 8-speed auto, lots of comfort. Your arms go everywhere it should. So it was a great drive. I mean, it is what that it's meant to. It's not high performance. It's not going to go and chase mountain passes, but it's nice and smooth, easy driving, lekker.
Okay, so that's the single turbo engine, but not the same as on the Ranger, because the one as the 2-litre single turbo makes 125 kilowatts, but the Tourneo is only 100.
Yeah, and like 360 Newton meters.
Okay.
And it has AdBlue.
AdBlue.
Yes.
Not red or yellow or green.
No, and you don't paint it or anything
Just
like
blue.
that. Yeah. Which is, actually, I knew what it was, but I kind of just Googled to make sure. It's an additive that you stick in a little container in the car, hidden away, and it injects the fluid into the exhaust system, and that reduces emissions and is said to possibly help fuel consumption. But it has to be replenished every so many months, or depending on your driving style. Now, assume by that, the harder you drive it, the more exhaust emissions, the more the stuff has to be used. So that was a little bit of it's a European thing. It's very emission-based. It's kind of not what we worry about too much in South Africa, but it's there. Ford says it's available at a dealership. You pay a couple $100. They'll show you what to do. I had a look. You can read up what to do. Once you figure it out, kindly easy.
Okay, now I remember you going away in the previous Tourneo
Yeah.
for a family weekend. So, having driven that to the new one, would you say big improvement, or it still does what it says on the box?
Yeah, it does what it says on the box. I mean, it's a good people mover. There are some good improvements now. The egress and ingress is better. The doors open at slightly lower. The floor, the roof is down to 2 meters, so it can park easier in garages, get under these little boom gate things. There's a bit more space, more gadgetry, and it's got the nice modern Ranger digital dash all over the show. So from that respect, it is all improved. The ride's good, everything, but kind of people moving, same. The big difference, I think, is they've got this new rack seat system where you got your 2 in the front, 3 and 3, and you can turn them face each other like a conference. You can move them out, move them whatever, make lots of luggage space. So the versatility has improved.
Yeah, that's not brand new. That's been on other manufacturers' vans. But I mean, obviously, like you say, it adds versatility to it. Let's get to pricing here. In April, they announced the price, the one derivative, of 999,000 and whatever cents or pocket
200,
change.
I thought 999, 200. Yeah.
Yeah, let's call it $1 million. I mean,
Yeah.
what's 800 rand between journalists? So.
Yeah. 6
Yeah.
months salary.
Eight, yeah. But anyway, and the pricing at this stage, we're not sure if that's going to stay that way or if it's going to get up. But without getting into too much technicality over that, so let's look at where that fits in on the great picture. Obviously, the Opel Zafira still a bit cheaper. I think it's coming in at just under 900. The Staria, Hyundai
900.
Staria, which is probably going to be the biggest rival to the.
They said it is. That's where they're going at that. And the VW Combi is
I
kind of big.
suppose, although the Combi is getting long in the tooth, and there is new ones coming. Scholl's not with us this week.
But he did tell me it's going to be based on the Ford Tourneo.
On the Ford Tourneo. Okay.
But we know VW invariably adds their little bits to it
Yes,
and then
yes.
charges more. because
Okay.
they do there, but they include a bit more.
Yes,
but, yeah,
yes.
it's probably an
But
investment.
where it's going to be positioned, because the Staria starts at under 900,
Yeah.
around about 900, goes up to 1.01 now. So it's probably middle ground for the Staria somewhere, the Tourneo. You've been in the Staria. It's just going to be a like for like. The Staria is a 2.2 litre diesel, which all those top SUVs of Hyundai uses. So it's going to be a case of which one you like more.
Yeah, I do think the elephant in the room a little, though, and that's where they're a bit nervous. There's currency fluctuations. They've removed the pricing off the website. Ford's a little bit between a rock and a hard place with pricing. Their fear is the rand is improving. It's looking good. They can maybe reduce the price and get them seriously competitive with Starias where they're aiming, but it could go the other way. And then you start talking, well, Staria's 100 grand or so cheaper, spec for spec. It's going to get a bit complicated.
Have they announced any or say what their ambition is for this Tourneo? How many they want to sell per month? Or
As many as they can. It's a niche segment, whatever the guys get. I think they said it was something like 2,400 or 700 people movers sold this year already, and they just want to play there. But they are one of the bigger, it's them kind of stereo, VW, they want to be a part of that.
and then of course they also got the custom, which is
Yeah.
the panel van, which
Yeah.
is exactly the same thing, just without the seats and all
Yeah,
of
you
that.
got to kind of tie your passengers down or something, yeah.
But all in all, it's actually very good news for Ford, because it wasn't that long ago when the Fiesta and the Figo and all of that was gone, and the EcoSport, of course. And we said, but listen, they're stuck now with the Ranger, Everest, and the Mustang. But over the last year, we've had the Puma, we've had the Territory, and we've had the Tourneo making a comeback. So all in all, it's good news for Ford.
Yeah, Ford need product. Listen, they know we don't have to, they know Puma, European-based, very expensive. They know it's a bit of a hit and a miss. Their concentration, Ranger, like always. Territory, they're putting a bit of effort into because it's in that sweet spot. And, of course, Tourneo, they need product. And they're trying to push and go again. You can't survive as a brand with 2 or 3 products. And, yeah, Tourneo's right in the ballpark with all the people movers.
Okay, as soon as we get one of those on test, I'm sure Mark is jumping at the bit to take it to Gerotech.
Yeah, I know, can't wait, yeah.
At least we can tell you how fast you'll get your kids to school compared to some of the other vans.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. So, yeah, thank you for listening to us this week. I'm Jaco van der Merwe. I was joined by Mark Jones. You can go and like this podcast, or you can share it, or you can just go for the big prize and follow us, our YouTube channel, and then you can tune in every week. Thank you very much for listening. Cheers.